started.
Cool.
Alrighty, we are live.
Yay.
So, did anybody have any problems with anything in the preparation or homework or anything that they need to discuss or go over or clarify?
I didn't. I think it went pretty good.
Awesome.
I'm cool.
I guess we jump into the group meeting thingy then.
Okay.
What's that called? Group meeting quiz, I guess?
I don't know, I like that group meeting thingy.
We can ask them to change. That's funny.
True for the first two, right?
Yeah.
I hope
Good.
it's true.
We're really good at the first two on every assignment.
I know, I never get those wrong. Alright, so for 3, are you guys there yet?
Yeah, I'm just checking.
So I got 16.45.
That's what I got.
Me too.
So you do the 50 divided by the square root of 25, right?
Right. And then you multiply the answer by 1.645, which is the z-score that corresponds with the 90% confidence interval.
Where did I get 2 from?
Did that make sense, Nicole?
Yeah, I wrote the z down on the formula. I wrote it as a 2 instead.
I did that a couple of times yesterday. I was like, ah.
Redo it, yeah.
Yeah.
So then you times it by, what was it,
645.
You got 16.45?
Yeah.
Right.
So is that what we put down? There's no rounding?
That one's previous.
So I put 16.450 to make it 3.
Yeah.
I don't know that 0.45 would make a difference if you don't put the 0.
Okay.
So number 4 I'm not sure on, but I think it is C.
That's what I got.
That's what you got too?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because
because the other ones kind of don't, they don't really, yeah.
It kind of made sense later on in the lesson.
Uh-huh.
But so, like, that's just the point where you start to get the margin of error. That's what I think.
Right. Well, because X bar is the sample mean, and mu is the population mean, and so your sample mean is just a point estimator of your population mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We like it.
Good, good.
I'll agree with that. Now, I never know where they want these rounded, so I did it, but I might not have rounded it, or maybe I did round it and I can't remember. But
It's kind of hard to know.
It says to 3 decimal places, so.
well, I know, like, the final answer you do,
Oh,
but,
yeah, you mean before that? I know.
you know, so,
Sometimes they leave them long, and sometimes they shorten them to 3. So,
yeah, you never,
and there's a difference in the answer when they do that.
but I got, the way I did it, I got 498.315 for the low,
That's what I got.
553.685 for the high.
Yep.
So it would, for 7, it would increase, right?
I put decrease.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking in my notes.
Yeah. I looked at it yesterday, and I thought it would be decrease, but I don't know today why.
Because I know if you... Because I remember it said something about if you increase something and something else increases, or was that from lesson 11? See, this is why I shouldn't read both of them.
Let's see. If you...
So what I have written in my notes is if the sample size increases, then the margin of error decreases. If the margin of error decreases, then the confidence level decreases.
So this is like one of those, if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, right?
Sure.
So then it would be decrease?
I think it would be decreased because if you have more of a sample, you have a better chance of getting it right, which would be bringing the width in.
Right.
Well, and it's like, if the sample size increases and the margin of error decreases, and that makes the margin or the confidence interval decrease, then you would think it would be decrease.
Yeah.
But I always got the if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C question wrong. So
I have to. I don't understand questions
I always
like
got that question
Yeah.
wrong.
If they put it like in some real life context, I can tell you what the answer is. But if you just call them A, B, and C, I don't know.
So the confidence interval for number 8 would increase then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think they word them so tricky. Sometimes I have to read it like 2 or 3 times to understand what they're asking me for.
Yeah, I find that too. I'm trying to underline what the question is.
I'm like, is there like a more like layman term way of saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be math now, would it? The requirement, you gotta make the easiest question hard. So when they ask you what to do is, you're like, I don't get what you're asking me. Right. So I got 246 for number 9.
I got 16.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. Let me make sure I didn't.
That is the. So the equation is N equals V times sigma over the M squared.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I didn't square it.
I know that when I did it first, I didn't square it, and I got confused. And
That's the problem.
That is 1.96.
that was on the homework when I caught that. I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah.
That's how you got that bigger number.
And you got 246.
Yeah, because you're supposed to always round it up.
Good catch.
How'd it happen?
Oh yeah, we don't do decimals, right? We round up, so 246 is what I got for that one.
Yeah.
Yay!
That is good.
Because you can't do point something something of a person. All right.
I wish on taxes they would always round up.
Well, I've been doing a lot of math today. I did my taxes today, so.
I did taxes the lazy way, hnrblock.com.
Oh yeah, I did TurboTax.
Oh, so you know.
So it's still lazy, but it's still inputting numbers.
It is.
Goodness, this one has a lot of freaking information.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, because you really don't use the null and the alternative hypothesis for this one.
So the 95%. Times 6. Hush. Hush. There's nobody there. Shh. One of my dogs, when she's sleeping, she thinks she hears something and she starts barking, gets the other one going, and there's like nothing going on.
That's
like,
what
you're paranoid or something.
There could be something there, you just don't know it.
Maybe, I don't know. They also bark at the same guy who walks by our apartment every day.
Harmless, harmless.
Like, he's out there again, walking.
Oh no.
Exactly. Okay, so for number 10, did you get $99,002?
Yeah.
Awesome. And for number 11, I got $122,998.
Yep.
Yay!
I did those wrong. I'm like,
What
I've
did you
been
do
trying
wrong
to
so we can help you figure it out?
What did I do? The lower limit of 95, so I needed to find the margin of error.
Right.
And I have that as 196 times sigma 36730 divided by the sample size, the square root of the sample size is 36, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I not?
So did you take 36,730 and divide it by the square root of the sample size before multiplying it to 196?
No.
Yes, that's what you have to do.
I got messy. That's what I did.
So if you look back at the formula, it's got a big Z and then a small sigma over the square root of the sample size. So you have to divide those first and then multiply your Z score.
I bet that's going to change everything.
I bet you it will.
Usually it does.
I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
And then times it by 196.
Who would have known if you add and divide and multiply numbers separately that you would get something different?
So you got 11,998.46 for the margin of error?
Yes. Well, I rounded it up to 47.
Okay. And then I subtract that from the mean each way.
Right.
We'll subtract it one way and add it the other.
Mm-hmm. And then it says round to the nearest whole dollar. So on the lower limit, it was 0.53, so we rounded it up, and the bottom, or can't even talk. The upper limit is like 0.47, so you just knock off that since it's not over 50 cents.
So for the high one, you got 11,199. No, 111,000. That's not what you said.
Well, the upper limit should be 111,000 plus 100 or 11,998.47.
Oh right. Okay. No. What am I doing? So
I don't know.
Okay, the margin of error is 11,998.47.
Right, and so you add and subtract that to 111,000 to get your lower limit and upper limit.
Oh, that's what I did again. I took the wrong mean. I was using the population mean.
That would be a little different.
Hello.
Yeah, that's like $10,000 different.
Yeah.
Pocket change, right?
Off.
So now I have 122,998.47.
Right.
Yay.
So it says a whole number, so we just did 122,998.
And then I get, what was that number again?
111,000
Yeah.
minus
11,998.47.
99,000.
99,000. And 2, you rounded it up?
Right, rounded up, so 99,002.
All right, I'm finally back on track. It takes a while.
It helps when you input the correct numbers into the correct formula.
No. And like keep all of them
It has to be exactly right.
So 12 was all of the above I put.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I got too.
Obviously an important question. They've asked it a million times.
I know. I think we got it. That seemed to go by really quickly.
Yeah, this one wasn't as bad as last week, I didn't think. So that's good. And
This week was the exam, so we were already flustered.
yeah, I think so. The stress
Okay,
of it.
so I got a little behind when we were doing 5 and 6, so can I run those numbers by y'all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for number 5, I got 498.315.
Yeah.
And number 6, 553.685.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep, we got it.
Alrighty. I will submit it and see what we get. 100! Yay!
Yay!
We submit.
The crowds go wild. They're so proud of it. Hey, every 100 helps.
That's right.
Did you guys look at your exam scores today? Like just in the last hour?
No, I haven't, but I can go look real quick.
Because I just was logging back on.
Uh-huh.
It looked like my grade had been adjusted. So I don't know if he used his statistics means to change things or what. I mean, it was higher than what it said when I submitted it.
Well, I know
I think I had a 94 and now it says 96.
So he must have adjusted it for some
I think
questions.
he did. Was yours only adjusted a couple of degrees of a percent or what? You remember?
No. I just remember it was higher. I think it was an 80 and then it said an 88 or something.
Oh, wow, that's good.
So, but I'm gonna he's having a meeting tomorrow for anybody that wants to go over him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he is?
So maybe that one question where I couldn't find the data.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe different.
Know about that?
Make a big difference.
He didn't say anything, but I wondered if that was what happened in my score, or he just
So about
maybe.
about the meeting.
Oh, the meeting. He said he would email information if anybody wanted to meet and go over their tests.
That's cool. Yeah, because I missed 3 on there, so my grade stayed the same. Other than like if I were to log on to this website at work, it will say 90. If I log on to it here, it'll say 91. But I know I missed 3. Yeah.
Huh.
Nice. Adjust your test score by what computer you cite.
So how do you know? Do you know which ones you didn't know how to do, or how do you know which ones you missed? Because mine
I don't know which ones I missed. I just know that there was 30 40 questions. I can't remember, and I just went by the percentage, and so I just minus like until I got the 90%, and so that's how I know I missed 3. I don't know what they are, but
yeah. It drives me crazy not seeing which ones.
Yeah, I mean, even after, like, nobody can submit it anymore, and you go into the details, and it says, no questions. Well...
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
if we all are living by the supposedly honor code, they should be able to do it, just show us, because if we're all living by that code, I mean, we're not going to sell it online.
Well,
I mean,
so I just found something interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Nicole. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, by the time anyone asks me about that exam in the future, I'm not going to remember.
I know.
Yeah.
I just need to get through this semester, and I'm good.
Guarantee I am not memorizing questions to share.
So I went to the exam and clicked on details, and it doesn't have anything, but at the top it has submission history and class statistics. And I clicked on class statistics, and it shows what the frequency of grades were, what the mean was, and the standard deviation. It was kind of interesting.
Ah, let me see.
For just the test?
Yeah, for just the test.
They actually mean
There's a little
something.
red
now.
arrow. I think that's where you scored or something like that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So it's got like number of students 42, maximum score 100, passing score is 70%. The mean average for the exam was 75.44. Standard deviation was 19.97. The sad thing is that on the frequency of grades, the F has the highest column.
That is high.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of cool because it's got the the lowest score was a 0.
I got the most frequent score.
You got the most frequent score? 91?
Wow.
91, yeah.
Very good.
Got the highest score. It's got each of the quartiles and the median. That's kind of neat.
That is kind of fun now that it makes sense. I've always, I don't know, I haven't ever really studied it before. I'm like, who cares? But it is kind of interesting.
It is kind of, well, especially since it's a statistics class. That's why when I saw that, I was like, I wonder what that is.
Yeah, I've never looked at that really.
Well, and see, I've looked at it before when I started with the Pathways program, but, like, I got what, obviously the mean and median meant, but
yeah,
when I did that the real world last semester, that's when you learned what all those meant, and my tutor was like, see, now pull that up, and so I pulled up the class history with all the grades, and she's like, see, now this is what...
I never ever clicked on that before. Now I'm going to be doing it in all my classes just to see, how I did compared to everybody else, or if I have a really tough one.
At, man. I keep looking. I'm like, where am I at, man? How many people do I have to kill before I get in the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go on to, if you click on your thing, you go on to grades. You click on that, and then when it pulls it up, there's if you're looking at the screen, it's to your right. There's that little calculator. With that, you can punch in and, if I get this and this, it's like the what if I get this and this?
Right. What is it, the grade estimator or something? I've used that thing a lot.
What
can I do to still pass the class and be okay?
Yep.
One next to it with the little bar graph. If you click on that, it'll tell you the class statistics for the entire class for all the assignments so far.
Oh, sweet.
And the red arrow is where you are at.
Awesome. That's pretty cool now that I know what everything means.
Yeah.
Wow. The highest score anyone has is 107.35.
And it used to be 150.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think as we've been turning things in and actually getting grades, because I know he gave us like some extra credit if we attended that meeting at the very beginning.
Yeah. And see, it was the test, it was the exam that knocked all those grades down.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, because I was complaining because it's like I got a 90 and my grade and my percentage dropped 20%. Like I get it, but I was just like, that kind of blows my mind. And then I pulled that up and everybody's dropped. I'm like, oh, okay, well I don't care then.
It kind of makes it okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to get too mad then.
Yeah. Oh, goodness, that's funny. I'm going to be looking at that a lot more now that I actually know how to read it.
Yeah, like I said, because when we were going over this in math for the real world last semester, my tutor's like, pull that up, and so I pulled it up, and she's like, see, now that's what all this means. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's pretty interesting.
I
Nicole?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I looked at that before, and I just never knew what it meant until.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, at least she was with us through the group meeting. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording the